Welcome. We are back live on the Higher Military Channel. I'm Matt Quick, your host today. And today we're going to talk about the Digital Networking Professional Program, or DNPP, because that is a mouthful. So DNPP is a family of certifications that teaches you how to network, how to be a professional digital networker in the space we're in now, because we know COVID laid bare the fact that digital networking is a critical life skill. So we kind of compare this or partner this with any kind of certification out there, but this is the life skill that we need. So today, I'm going to bring on a couple guests, one graduate of the CDN-P, the Certified Digital Networking Professional course graduate, and as coach. So, I want to welcome on the show today, Adam Fisher. Adam, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing, Matt?
Awesome. And I'm going to bring on Jose Velazquez. Welcome, Jose.
How are you? Good to see you.
So I want to make a point that Adam's got a fabulous beard. Jose is getting there, and I'm 3 days into my beard, so I'm catching up a little slow, but these guys have pretty beards, and I can't even compete. So, hey, thanks for joining me today, because I can't do a show by myself. I love having guests on and talking about things. So before we get started, Higher Military is a DoD skill bridge provider, and they provide internships to organizations. They are currently 873 followers away from 250,000 followers. So if you're watching this for the first time, please hit the follow button, because Jose and I are under contract. We've got to stay on this show until we get 250,000 followers. So please, if you don't want to hear us anymore, start hitting that follow button, right? We're at it again, Jose.
We're at it again, man. It's like the Jerry Lewis telethon all over again. I love it. I love it.
So, Adam, welcome. Adam is a Marine, because once and always, but he grew out of that Marine mentality, and he grew a beard, and now he's doing wonderful things in the private sector as a recruiter for Mantech. So, Adam, tell us about yourself today, how you got from the Marine Corps to where you're at now. Tell us about your journey, man.
Yeah, I was a infantryman in the Marine Corps, so I always tell people I did caveman stuff while I was in the service. And when I got out in 2008, I did the traditional, transition, wanted to utilize my education with the GI Bill, so got my degrees and thought it was still hard. So I took a job doing security overseas and was just tired of being deployed all the time, and reached out to my network at Hire Heroes USA, and got contacted by Dave Willard and Stillwater Human Capital, getting into recruiting. And, it was out of the blue, and, I just took a chance and dove into what Dave was selling me. So got into recruiting that way, and been recruiting since 2014. So almost 7 years now. So
do you enjoy recruiting?
Yeah, been enjoying it, because you get to make an impact and learn, what people are really passionate about doing, and trying to connect those dots for them. So been very rewarding for sure.
Awesome. Hey, Adam, I'm going to pause you right there. You have a pretty large fan group, the Adam fan group, because people love you, man. Timothy French, he's on here. You're his mentor on Veterati. We're seeing people across here. Adam's the best. It's almost sickening, Adam. But listen, you're making your name for yourself. And how'd you do that? How'd you go from being Adam the recruiter to being almost a household name?
I really found the struggle of being a prospect looking for opportunities, and finding it really hard to crack that code of, landing that job, and just wanted to, pay it forward as best I can, share resources, even if it's an opportunity that I can't connect them with at my company, I try to reach out to my network and try to, get them a face to, speak with those individuals, to try to open that door up for them, because, bills don't stop coming in the door, and people are really looking for work, especially, last year and before. So just trying to just always have that mentality to pay it forward, to be a giver more than just receiving.
And that makes complete sense because we see that the more people give, the more they receive. So that's a good part of it. So a few months ago, you decided on your own accord to go through the Certified Digital Networking Professional Program, CDN-P, the training and the exam. And Jose was your coach, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk bad about Jose right now. We're live, but how was Jose as a coach? But before that, how was the course for you?
So I saw it on the radar since I was connected to you, Mike Quinn, and Jason, and Eric. I've seen the content being posted and the advertisement for the program, and wanted to take that next step in progressing my career and trying to just be like a sponge, trying to learn as much as I can to keep myself well-rounded in my profession. And this is definitely the program definitely helps with regards to networking and just marketing, understanding social media and whatnot.
Now I've seen a dramatic difference in what or how you approach digital social media since your course. So Jose, was Adam the model student?
I don't know. He was late to class a couple times. I had to get him up. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Adam was awesome and is awesome. And, it's really so fulfilling to see him, just explode on LinkedIn. He really has become a very well-known presence. And really, I take zero credit for that. This is all Adam. I mean, ultimately, he is, he really came into the course with an open mind. He really wanted to understand every facet of how to grow his LinkedIn network in a way that would benefit not just professionally as far as filling slots in his organization, but really taking it to another level where he was engaging and interacting with people in meaningful ways and creating those networks of people that, would be of benefit for the long run. And so, it's just wonderful to see all the success he's having online. And it's very well deserved. Adam is awesome. Plus, by the way, he happens to provide amazing opportunities to amazing jobs. So he's definitely somebody that you want to follow.
He's doing that. And Adam, tell us about your videos. What made you get into that space? Because your videos, they're fun. They're fun and they're informative. So how'd you get into that?
Just with regards to my network and the people I follow, Rich Cardona, Adam Bratz, Rob Rains, like their video content, just trying to reach, share my content to different venues that might come across and have that light bulb moment for people. My wife makes fun of me, some of my video content. She always makes fun of me, like, "Hey, when's your personality coming out?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's like, hopefully when.
Bring it out, man.
Yeah.
Show us your personality. What's Adam got, man? You get anything you want? Any secret sauce you want to share today?
I think it's just like everybody always talks about, just consistency, just laying it out there, and then eventually you're just going to get more and more comfortable with how you come across, and as long as you're conveying the topic and what you're trying to, that call of action, I think people will definitely take something from what you're trying to, for that topic, that post for the day. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're in the course, you're learning about digital networking. What has been your favorite part of the course, do you think?
I love learning, just trying to strategize, your daily content, what you're going to put out on a daily, as well as those tips and tricks, how to learn about pinpointing individuals on, if you're trying to target like a company or an industry, that's, that refined searching capability is definitely a really insightful opportunity for individuals to learn.
Oh, that advanced search thing is really tremendous. So speaking of training, Jose, what's your favorite part because you're a coach, what is your favorite topic to teach and why? And side note, if Adam wasn't very good at that topic, just don't forget about it, right? Just move on.
No, I love, so of course every week the CDN-P course, the Certified Digital Networking Professional course is a 4-week course. If you do the course with a coach, and it's about an hour long, it can be a little longer depending on the conversation that we're having and the interaction. But each week we focus on a different area. So the first week is how to build that all-star profile. And that's the first time that anybody sees you when they come to your page and get a better understanding of who you are. So that really tells people everything they need to know about you. Then secondly, how to build that network and how to focus that network on people who you have a genuine desire to connect with and interact with. And then the third week is always fun, engaging with content. And I think probably Adam and I had the most fun, during that week, talking about how strategies to get people to interact with our content. And really, actually, I saw someone noted that you popped up that said, being genuine. I mean, it really is about being genuine. It's about being yourself. And as long as you're sharing yourself in a way that's comfortable for you, in a way that is on a regular basis, maintaining that connectivity to your audience, people are going to come. More people are going to be interested in what you have to say. And really your credibility goes through the roof, like Adam's has. And so, that's the reason that he's so incredibly successful, is because he's genuine. So I absolutely love that about that course. And of course, the final week, it's fun to run through all these incredible tools that LinkedIn happens to have that are available to you as a viewer. So it's pretty cool to see that. But yeah, I guess engaging with content is the funnest week, just because we get to talk about how to have those conversations with people and the great benefits that come from, what can happen in your news feed and the relationships that you can build starting there.
Absolutely. So if anyone out there is interested, so we're on now talking with Adam Fisher and Jose Velazquez. Adam went through the Certified Digital Networking Professional course. Jose is a coach. So if you want to go through anyone can go through the course if you qualify. Go to the site, scroll to the bottom, see if you qualify. Currently, the military, Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, they're funding this for our service members through the COOL process, CA, what have you. Apply at the link below. And when we'll send you the information you need for your service specific stuff. But when you get in there, you'll learn networking, which is so critical in finding a job. What's best is you'll get networking, you'll get some exposure, which is another component of getting a job. And lastly, those who think that resumes are more important than, let's say, networking, because there's a debate out there. We squash that debate because we teach you networking. We give you some exposure, which is a critical, and we also, those that go through with their COOL, we give you a free professional resume by some of the best resume writers we know. And just the other day, we had a feedback from one of our current graduates. I got a resume. He had like a 95% match rate on an ATS. Again, ATS does not disqualify you. They're recruiters, right, Adam?
Yep.
So, Adam, tell us real fast about the ATS system and how people say, well, it disqualifies you. It's a myth, right?
Yeah, it's a myth. It's a recruiter on the other end. So if you don't meet the quals, the recruiters are going to disqualify you. So like if it's in the defense, space, if it's a cleared position, it has a certain security clearance requirement. If you don't have that, you're going to be initially just disqualified. They have knockout questions. They can knock you out initially if you don't meet it. But if you say you do and people look at your resume, a recruiter looks at your resume, they could disqualify for that and whatnot. So
before I get to the next question for you, Adam, if anyone's watching this today has a question for Adam, Jose, myself, or anybody about the DNPP, the CDN-P, the CDN-C, the courses, ask a question in the chat. I'm watching it right now. I'm trying to do multitask today, so I'm trying. But I'm going to throw some questions to Jose and Adam so I can read these things. Adam, let me ask you a question. As a recruiter, does networking work for individuals going to recruiters?
So networking in regards to networking for recruiters.
Or no, let's say someone wants a job,
Yeah.
and does networking actually work for you as a recruiter on that end?
Yeah, absolutely. You could reach out to somebody and, about a potential opportunity, might not be a good fit for them, but, you have that initial conversation with individuals and you learn what they're really passionate about, looking for the next opportunity, so you could have that on the radar. And, if they know what you're looking for, they could, scratch your back and you scratch theirs. So it's kind of like a win-win.
So networking works, and I like to start off and end the shows by saying, personally, I've never gotten a job through applying online. I think that's for the most case for most people out there that are in search for a career. Adam, have you ever gotten a job through just applying online?
No, I always put my feelers out in my current network and always ask, for my next opportunity. So,
Jose, have you gotten a job just by applying online?
I have not. I actually, I've rarely even gotten a call back if I just jumped on one of the major, job search sites and sent a thing out there. As a matter of fact, it's one of those very disconcerting things. Is you're in the military and you believe yourself to be an expert and a professional at a particular thing, and you're like, okay, you look at these job descriptions, you're like, oh, I can do this job. I can do this in my sleep, no problem. When you send those resumes out, and then just crickets, and it can really play a game on you, because you do end up asking yourself some questions like, man, am I really not very good at this? Am I just not qualified? Am I not competitive? And really all it is you're just not networked.
Yeah, that's a key component that most people are missing. And Jennifer has a question here: are there funding options for separated veterans? So Jennifer, so we're working through all those funding sources. Right now, a lot of companies are paying for their people to go through it. The military is funding it. So we're working through with universities where it's all in the works. We're working with MyCAA, many opportunities. So we're rolling it out as quick as they allow it. So we're working it. So hang in there. And the same thing for Jacques. We're working it. But you qualify for it. If you meet certain qualifications, go to the website below, check it out. But hey, if you're watching this, send some questions in here, because Jose is getting tired. We had 16 more followers on a higher military site, so we're almost off here. So hey, we're working it, Jose. We're working it.
That's right. Higher Military. Go to their site, check them out. It's an incredible program, and really it can allow you the opportunity to set yourself up for success in a company where you know what you're getting, where they know what they're getting, and you can match those two things up and have an incredible start to your life after the military. So definitely go to Higher Military.
Hey, good point.
I would have totally take advantage of this program when I was in the Marine Corps, separating, like, even if I was like considering getting out, like do that like 2 years out and just start actually amplifying your voice and engaging on here, so people start recognizing your face to the purpose you're looking for. So
true,
yeah,
because
Matt,
Jose,
can I?
go ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. I wanted to add to that, because I just had this conversation. So a lot of people get very nervous because they might still be in uniform, and how much can I share? And you hear horror stories about social media and that kind of thing. But Adam is absolutely right. You got to build that trust in a community of people who are supportive of you before you need them. And too many times we consider networking just this tool that we check off on the list of things to do toward the end of our transition, when really we should be developing our own brand a year, 2 years prior to leaving the service, so that when we are at that point where we're closest to retiring or transitioning via ETS, that kind of thing, we have a network of people that are willing to take our resume and walk it into a hiring manager or a recruiter, or know of the particular job that's opening somewhere that person could fit into. people aren't going to do it at the last minute, you know. And so you want to develop those relationships. You want to develop that trust in that network way ahead of time. So surely encourage you to consider, you know, getting on to the certified digital networking program, professional program, and taking the course early, get it out of the way early, and begin to use those skills to grow your network.
And this isn't just for those in military transition. If you're in career transition, if you're thinking about it, if one day you might be, learn the skills now. And it's kind of like here's a hammer, build a house. What are you gonna do with the hammer? We give you a resource, and this course teaches you how to create a professional profile, how to build the right network for you, not just a network, but the right network for you, how to engage your network with content. And that could be shared experiences, just jumping into conversations. Those three things are important. And then all the tools and resources that LinkedIn Jobs platform has, it's so many. A question for you, Adam. Do you think, because we say, well, this is just another certification, but does this compare to, let's say, a PMP or SPHR or a SHRM?
Definitely, like I would consider it like a SHRM's, like really, it's going to be really extremely beneficial for individuals in their careers. So I think it's not just professionally, but also it's going to be like personally. I was never taught like networking growing up, and my parents never really told me about the possibilities of networking and mentorship growing up. And, you know, I only learned about it by happenstance when I got out of the military. And once I started learning about networking, you know, it's so beneficial. And, you know, this course takes it to another level of fine tuning and putting that, you know, that's microscope to looking for those right individuals. So.
That makes sense. And John Allen has a statement. Transition has been a horrible process. John, reach out to me, Jose, and Adam. We will help you out. We know that the TAP process can be overwhelming because it's so much information. It's not a horrible process. There's just so much information in a short amount of time that, for me personally, I learned how to transition from the military through mentorship and LinkedIn. Those are the tools that I use to be successful. You can too, John. So reach out to Jose, myself, and Adam, and everybody else. We are there for you. So not a horrible process, a lot of information. And Adam, to your point, the DNPP, CDN-C, or P, these aren't like taking place of certifications. It works hand in hand. This is a life skill where the technical skills are important for jobs, but this is a life skill, critical life skill that can get you to the right person for the right opportunity, for the right conversation to get the opportunity. So this is a valuable life skill. And Jose, I know you went through the professional training. You actually are badge number 2.
I am.
So Jose got badge number 2. I wasn't fast enough. I'm badge number 3 or 4 because he got the stuff. So
got the jump on you.
He sure did, and I'm a little jealous, but that's fine. I'll deal with myself. So how has the course helped you at all? Because now you're coaching it, right? How's the course helped you?
Yeah. So, you know, what I think is really interesting is the course is, as you said, it's a critical life skill. It's not just a certification. Sure, there are letters you can throw on the back, you know, of your name, and that's a great thing. But what the real benefit is that it teaches you the tactics. You use that great example of the hammer. Now go build a house. But the course provides the plans for you. It provides the process, the materials for you. It really lays things out in a very succinct way to where you can really begin with nothing but a blank profile and get to a point where you are building meaningful, lasting, fruitful relationships with people that you never thought you would have. You know, and so it's not just about getting these letters behind your name. It's really about what you're learning in that class. I have learned so much about myself. And that's one of the things that I think a lot of people are surprised by. They show up just to figure out how to push buttons on a computer screen. But really, what you get most out of this is to learn about yourself. What do I really want to do? And we challenge you. We challenge you to think about those things. What is it that you really want to do? And why do you want to do those things? We challenge you with those kinds of questions. And then we challenge you to, turn your profile page into something that speaks to those things that you want to do. We challenge you to find the right people to connect to that are going to talk about the things that interest you, that area that you're passionate about or that you're interested in moving into. We challenge you to do those things. And to this point, everyone that I have coached has met that challenge, and really continues on to the point where they are now engaging with content and becoming, not necessarily becoming subject matter experts. Many times they already are, but finding ways to connect that knowledge with the people skills to interact with people in a meaningful way, to where they grow their credibility with the right people. And that could just lead to so many opportunities. And we've seen it. We've seen people succeed in this course.
We are.
And go on and succeed at these incredible jobs that they would have never believed they could get prior to the course.
Jose, Christopher Green has a question for us, Adam. So what does it actually certify you to do? Who wants to handle that?
Go ahead, Jose.
Hey, okay. Yeah. So it actually certifies you as a professional at both LinkedIn social media skills, but really digital networking skills. And that is proctored by a third party. So it's not just a bunch of people in a basement somewhere just kind of blessing off on things and just signing off certificates. This is a standardized, industry standard program. It's designed with best practices across the industry on how to connect, how to engage, and you'll find those same skills, on, for example, LinkedIn Learning. If you go on there and you looked at some of the courses on networking, we take the best of those courses and we put them in a way that can help the service member, the transitioning, family member that's getting out of the military, whether that be after 20 or 30 years of service, or whether that be after one enlistment, or finishing up their first commission timeframe and they can move on to life after the military. And again, spouses as well. Spouses have so much to offer. Yes. And if anyone knows about transition, it's military spouses. Because while we only really transition once after we leave the service, as we move into civilian life, they have to transition from the Fort Hoods of the world to the Fort Braggs of the world, from the, NAS this to the NAS that, from, whatever Marine base to whatever Marine base, and have to figure these things out on their own many times. So we learn so much from them. And these skills are critical and useful to them as well. So I have been incredibly happy with, with the skills that we provide to our family members that participate in the course, and how far they have taken this.
Jose, so real fast, Christopher, there's a training component to CDN-P and the certification component. I would focus on the training component. Sign up for the training, see if that works for you. Because what we do, again, we teach you how to build a professional profile. We teach introverts how to get out of their own way on digital media. We do that. Adam is a great example of that. And one of the good things we do is we teach how to build the right network for you. I can't stress that enough. It's not about numbers. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, we teach you how to get in that space right there to find the right people, the decision makers of companies to get opportunities. So again, there's a training component, which is invaluable. Certification, that is valuable, not as valuable as a PMP is, but this is a years old program where this will be the PMP of the world soon in digital media. This is where it's going to be. So give it a shot, go to the site, learn about it, reach out to these two experts right here because they've been through it, they teach it, and they can talk more about it. So Adam, you had a point earlier, right?
Yeah, I was just talking when I talk to prospects, I ask them about their engagement on LinkedIn. They're like, I don't really have a lot to share. They don't really realize that they have subject matter experts, or if they're doing a career pivot, they could still engage in that industry they're targeting, and though multiple people have been surprised of the activity engagement on LinkedIn when you just put it out there and actually tag a few people that are maybe tag additional some people, and you get amazed by the traction of that engagement and possibility of striking up those new relationships with individuals in those like desired networks, those desired industries.
And the course teaches you not just how to engage, it teaches you why. This is one of the things that you don't really hear through the transition courses is why should you be on LinkedIn? Why should you be on digital social media? Why should you do that? It's to build a brand. And we're not trying to make you the next Michael Quinn's, the next Gary Vaynerchuk or Shay Robottoms. We're not trying that. Or the Jose. So Jose Velazquez is an epic storyteller. You may not know this, but he is. But we're not trying to make you the next people in those areas. We want you to be the best person that you want to be known for. That will lead to opportunities, to exposure. That's what it is. And Adam is one of the best examples of going through the course. And he's a household name now in the recruiting circles. He's a American Corporate Partners mentor. He's a Veterani mentor. He's a what's the key mentor. He's mentoring because he now has the experience to do that. So when the broadcast is over today, I'll make sure that everyone is linked. Please reach out to Adam, reach out to Jose with a note. Try that, all right? Reach out and connect. Learn from their content. Learn from their engagement on LinkedIn. Give it a shot. Hey, this has been 31 minutes, fellas. Wow. I had no idea. It just flies by, right?
Yeah.
It really does. It really does.
So, so Mike Manley. So today we're talking about the Certified Digital Networking Professional course, which teaches you digital networking. If you're in the military, your service pays it to the cool program. So check it out. And if you missed this broadcast, go back, rewind it for those old who are on the tape, or go to the YouTube channel on Hire Military. Check it out. The broadcast has been great. What are your parting words today, Jose? First, because you're the coach, and the parting words from Adam next. So, Jose, what do you got today for audience? We had 42 new followers on Hire Military today since we've been on broadcast. So people are signing up.
Good.
Jose, what are your final words for the audience today?
Absolutely. Well, so yeah, this was kind of part of the telethon, the Jerry Lewis telethon. So absolutely. Listen, if you're getting ready to transition, surely use the Hire Military, site and our LinkedIn page to look closer at the opportunities that are available to you for internships as you transition. So I encourage you to follow them and absolutely, take advantage as you move on with the rest of your life. Secondly, when it comes to the certification, the Certified Digital Networking Professional course, just please understand that the whole point of this course is focused on you, on helping you present yourself how you want the world to see you. I always share with people, your page is about you, but it's not for you. We help you learn how to use the right skills so that you can connect with people and present yourself in a way that, is really going to engage, is really going to create the audience that you want, is going to create the network that you want. So that when you have a stack of paper, when someone has a stack of resumes and they're going through them and they're like, I'm not sure if this is the right person. So, and then someone walks in the door and says, you know what? I know a guy named Adam, and he's the right guy for this job. And it's an employee of the company. That hiring manager takes that resume and you just went to the top of the list. As long as you obviously meet the qualifications. You go to the top of the list because a trusted source just walked in with a resume with your name on it. Networking is key, and we can help you learn how to network with industry standard best practices. Give us the opportunity to do it. I promise you it'll change your life.
Before we go to you, Adam, I want to answer Jennifer's question. Do you only suggest this course for people who are looking for a job? Jennifer, absolutely not. The worst time to build a network is when you're looking for a job. This is anyone going through, thinking about it, maybe in the past and in the future, will go through career transition. Go through it now, learn the skills, and keep applying them. You'll realize recruiters like Adam will reach out to you through your content, because you're telling people about yourself for the whole process. So if you want to go through it while you're going through a job search, that's possible. But no, before you need it, go through it. Adam, what are your final words today?
Yeah, I would say definitely with the digital networking program, just putting yourself out there, getting out of the shadows and engaging, like you said, so people can start recognizing your voice and putting that picture together of who you are. Because then if you think about it, that's just going to expand. So, if you talk to so-and-so and then so-and-so has an opportunity at, X company, they're like, oh, I know that person. Boom, a light bulbs off, like, hey, let's reach out to this person. I saw his content or her content on LinkedIn. I think they would be a great fit, worth an interview. So I think just taking a chance and being more consistent, and having that knowledge where success is not going to happen right off the bat. It's consistency. It's all about engagement, and networking. It's all about engagement and investing that time to really reap the rewards of networking.
Consistency definitely pays off, and it paid off for you, Adam. You're now a household name, and we appreciate it. So, thanks, Jose. Thanks, Adam. I will keep answering the questions in the chat as we close off here today. But my final thoughts are: I have never gotten a job through applying online alone. I had 3 jobs post-military. All jobs have been through networking. I cannot stress this enough. I'm a 0% applying online. I'm 100% applying a network. Those are great odds. Give it a shot. Get over to the website below. Check it out. You heard from Adam. You heard from Jose. Let's get after it, right? So until next time, everybody, have a great week and stay safe, everybody, right? Take care.
Have a great one, everyone.
Take care.